Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will look into the differences between capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. The expenditures that are incurred by an organization for long-term benefits are known as capital expenditures. These expenditures serve the purpose of increasing the capacity or capabilities of the long-term asset by either enhancing or adding new assets to the organization. On the other hand, revenue expenditure is referred to as the expenditure incurred by an organization to manage the day-to-day functions of a business, which include employee wages, inventory, rent, electricity, insurance, stationery, postage, and taxes. So, let's look into the basic differences between capital expenditure and revenue expenditure in a tabular form. Difference number 1, capital expenditure is incurred for acquiring or enhancing assets, whereas revenue expenditure is incurred for maintaining day-to-day business activities. Number 2, capital expenditure is long-term, whereas revenue expenditure is short-term. Number 3, capital expenditure enhances the value of an existing asset, whereas revenue expenditure does not enhance the value of an existing asset. Number 4, capital expenditure has a physical presence except for intangible assets, whereas revenue expenditure does not have a physical presence. Number 5, capital expenditure is non-recurring in nature, whereas revenue expenditure is recurring in nature. Number 6, capital expenditure can be capitalized, whereas revenue expenditure cannot be capitalized. Number 7, capital expenditure does not reduce business revenue, whereas revenue expenditure reduces business revenue. Number 8, capital expenditure provides long-term benefits for a business, whereas revenue expenditure provides short-term benefits for a business. And finally, difference number 9, capital expenditure appears as assets in the balance sheet and some portion in the income statement, whereas revenue expenditure always appears in the income statement. So, these are the differences between capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. If this lecture was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.